Welcome to Title Talk with your host, Drew Wishover, entrepreneur, a published author, and owner of Inspired Title Group, along with his co-host, Amy Maley. Each week, they offer you some laughs, industry terminology, tips and strategies, along with the occasional real estate professional to help educate you as it pertains to buying, selling, or just plain old homeownership. Thanks for spending time with them. Now, let's jump into today's episode of Title Talk. Welcome to Title Talk with your host, Drew Wishover, entrepreneur, a published author, and owner of Inspired Title Group, along with his co-host and CEO, Amy Maley. Each week, they offer you some laughs, industry terminology, tips and strategies, along with the occasional real estate professional to help educate you as it pertains to buying, selling, or just plain old homeownership. Thanks for spending time with them. Now, let's jump into today's episode of Title Talk.
Happy Thursday.
You made it.
Welcome, everybody. Sit down, have a seat. No, really, thank you. Thank you guys all. Great studio audience here today. Wonderful to see our guests in the studio here
Look
today.
at the background.
They came to our apartment today.
Don't you love the city?
They came to our apartment and said, hey, you know what, we're going to just pop a squat here and
Pop a
listen
squat.
to you guys talk, right? We just want to hear you guys chat another day.
Right here.
Wow. This is it, folks. You're here. Today it is Title Talk. We thank you guys for joining us at our, I guess we'll call it our apartment today, right?
Our studio apartment.
Our little studio apartment. My name's Drew.
And my name is Amy.
We are your fun and
Friendly
title.
gurus.
Wonderful. Wonderful. We are Inspired Title Group in Palos. We're also in Indiana. We thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Title Talk. We do this every Thursday.
Every Thursday. It's so important to us.
Doesn't matter what the weather's like, we're still going to do it.
We are.
Weather does not stop us. See? You know, hurricane.
Except hurricanes.
Ida didn't stop us.
Ida didn't. I'm going to talk about Ida today.
Oh, good.
Thank you for
That's good. That's a nice little plug, nice little segue.
Thank you.
Hope you guys are having a great week so far. We are. We are going to chat with you guys about some
Stuff.
wonderful things today. We got a new game we're going to add here today. We can't wait to share that.
I'm excited about this one.
I don't know. I'm uneasy. I won't say
nervous.
excited. I'm uneasy about it. We'll see what that brings. That should be interesting nonetheless.
Interesting.
We carry on to our next segment. Wow, this is I think Brittany has more excitement.
She's looking pretty into it now.
Yeah, this is our new game. This is our new segment. We've just titled it, or I guess she's titled it. Say what?
Say what?
Say what? So, I guess we have to go into our little bucket of fun, and look at her. She's just laughing behind the scenes.
Back there.
There are several things that she's hoping happen here. I don't know what they're to be. Stand by. You know, call your family, call your friends, call your mothers, call your brothers.
I'm
Could
sweating
be weird.
thinking about this.
Yes. So I'm under the understanding, as we collaborated before our weekly title talk, as we try to do, and came up with this concept of, well, why don't we just do some random questions, right? They could be about title. They could be about life. They could be about, I don't know, because Brittany wrote them or found them or has discovered them. So we are going to reach into our little bucket of fun down here that we are going to pull out random questions, and we're going to deal with them, whatever they are. We're going to answer them, ask them, whatever they are. I hope you're nervous like I am. Amy, why don't you go first? Here it is. Question number 1. Brittany's got this ridiculous grin on her face at this moment. Here it is.
Sorry, it's a boring one, guys.
Oh.
Well, not boring for me, but
It's a title question. Yay!
Who pays for title insurance for owners and loan policies, buyers or sellers?
Okay.
So I know this answer. Don't worry.
I'm gonna just sit back and let you go.
All right. So in buy sells, usually if there's a lender, there will be owner's policy and a loan policy. So owner's title insurance and loan title insurance.
Mm-hmm.
The seller pays for the owner's policy.
Mm-hmm.
The buyer/borrower pays for the loan policy.
That is the correct answer.
Yes.
Nice job.
Yeah, so then obviously when it comes to refinances, the borrowers pay for the loan policy.
Yes, they do.
And if there's a cash transaction that does not involve a lender, then the seller will pay for the owner's policy.
Oh, tell us, Yoda.
I'm trying. And that is strictly in Illinois. And Indiana.
Correct.
So yeah,
Correct.
both.
Good job.
Both Illinois and Indiana.
Okay, well that was an easy question. I'm going to shake these up because I'm going to grab the one that nobody wants to listen to. Get that smirk off your face, Brett. That smirk is killer. That smirk is killer. Okay, here it is. My question is.
Look at her face.
Oh. All right. This is for both of us.
Okay.
Okay. When is the last time you guys lied? Ooh. When is the last time you lied? Wow. Man.
Oh, you guys are just such honest people.
We
No,
are.
I'm really like.
Yeah. I mean, when do I don't know. And I'm pretty, I'm transparent. I would say, hey, you know what? I lied this morning. Actually, I did. I lied in bed this morning. I was lying. Crickets. Okay, great. So
Okay, so yesterday, we all know that I teach dance.
you
right?
do. Mm-hmm. You do.
So one of my students got her her back layout step out for the first time, and she was super excited about this
Mm-hmm.
because why wouldn't she? It was a really cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I did tell her it looked really good.
Ooh.
It was very good for a first attempt. Was it very good? Will I let her perform it on stage? Not right now, but I did tell her it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a little less than fantastic,
Yeah.
but still something huge to be really proud of. That
It is.
It's a work in progress. But
It
that
is.
was a little white lie.
You
But
know,
I don't really...
I might have lied on the golf course yesterday, telling somebody that their golf ball was over there when it really wasn't over there. It was, way back there.
Yeah, just go ahead and drop it right there. I think that's where I saw it go in.
When you're playing for a couple dollars, it's like, yeah, it's probably way up
I'm
there.
trying to think of something that
No,
something
I mean nothing
I have
big.
lied.
No, nothing big. Oof. But that's good, I guess.
I'm
right?
going to keep marinating on that.
Okay, that's good. I'm sure. We're doing a couple here, right? We got a couple questions. so
Yeah.
it's okay. Go ahead. Carry
But
on.
I am... Like
Say what is continuing. Here we go.
Your pants have to be pretty tight to get that high.
No, that's just natural. That's just normal.
What was your most challenging title search, and how did you handle it? There's two that come to mind
yes.
real quickly.
Yes, indeed.
Bridgeview.
Yep. General development.
Is that the one that you were thinking of?
I was.
It was, so it's a commercial strip mall, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And what they were doing is knocking down parts of the strip mall to build something new on there.
They were.
I think it was a total, and that refi was also a pain in the butt. That wasn't as bad. Anyway,
No, the refi
so
wasn't as bad.
it was just time consuming.
Mhm.
But this one, in order to make this title search actually happen, I printed out a map of this part of Bridgeview. Do you remember me
It's
taping
awesome.
that together?
It was awesome.
It was.
There were a million pins on it. I mean, it was pretty.
It had to be at least 42
Yeah.
to 48 pins that I did the search on. So like,
It was pretty detailed.
I was afraid of missing something. Because they wanted owners for every pin, taxes for every pin, any open liens for every pin. So I printed this thing out and taped 9-10 pieces of paper together,
Yep.
and then was able to highlight the owners
It's
in.
great. That was great.
It was a great learning thing, and I think that was probably after like 6 months in.
Yeah,
So that
hard.
was fun.
Yeah.
So that's the first one that comes to my brain.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I'm afraid to reach into this bucket now.
You don't have any hard title searches?
I have. Mine are. It's been a while, obviously, because you've been doing it for 6 years now. So, I think I've had some challenges with regard to some of the short sale foreclosure issues where there's just so many so many things happening on the title. There's so many liens on there. There's so many building code violations. There's and the complexity of them all, where you've got the bank saying, hey, take care of this for us, help us out with this, do these things, and you've got a banking relationship, and when you go ahead and do that, and the bank, which was a former client, comes back and files a claim and sticks it to you because they asked you to waive it, and then you go ahead and do this, and then they turn around and then they file a lawsuit or a claim against you to say that you guys are not doing this right. Like, wait a minute.
Yep.
And we had emails to prove it and all that fun stuff, thankfully. But nonetheless, it just goes to say that you don't clear anything until you truly have something in your hand.
And that's why we are
that
so
makes us go away.
anal about this.
And it's a beautiful lesson, because now I think we're stronger because of that. You just don't take somebody's word for it. You need to see the document. You need to kind of go through it. So I'm reaching into the bucket of fun, and Brittany laughs. Oh, this one's crinkled weird. I'm
so excited.
Yes, it's like Christmas morning.
I know. Oh boy. Oh, good question, Britt. Like it. All right, Amy, ready? This one, here we go. What do you think you are much better at than you actually are? Oh, there's not many, because I'm great
There's
at
so many.
There's not many, because I'm really
What
good
is
at
something
everything.
you think you're a lot better at than you actually are?
But who's the judge of the actually are? Like, if I think, if this were true, as an example, this is not my answer. Like singing.
You're bad. That's kidding. I was just giving you an example of how would you know if you were or weren't.
I have feelings.
Oh yeah, I've heard the songs blaring out of your office that you decided to belt out.
What is one thing you think you're good at?
I'm really good at making Brittany laugh.
I'm a delicate little flower, and I'm sensitive, and I've just been cut deep.
You've been deflowered.
I've been deflowered. Yes. Yes. What is one thing you're good at that you're actually not? Mm-hmm.
This is a good question.
It is. It is a good question.
Something that I think I'm good at that I'm really not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I'd say golf for me. I mean,
You're decent.
yeah. I mean,
You're
I'm
pretty
respectable, but it's I'd like to be better.
Epic.
I'd like to be better. I'm hitting bombs. I'm out there hitting bombs every now and again, but after the whole singing thing, I'm sad. Do you have any tissues? I need to wipe an eye.
See, I know what I'm bad at. Like, I'm bad at cooking. I never would say I'm good at cooking because I suck at it.
Oh, what do you wander around the house and do and go, God, I'm so good at whatever that is that you're doing at the moment. Like Call of Duty.
I don't do Call of Duty.
All right.
I actually, so talking about video games, N64 was like what I grew up on, right?
Sure. You're dating.
And Mario Golf was my
Mario
jam.
Golf, yes.
That's what I always played all the time. And like before,
Didn't understand that.
I think it took Joe and I 6 years of like being together before we actually played together. So I used to like toot my horn because when I was 12 or 13, I was so freaking good at Mario Golf.
Sure.
So the first time we played, I think I ended up like 19 over, and
Whoa.
he was like 14 under, and he's like, so we were playing for ice cream, right? So it was one of those things where I used to be really good at, but
Ice cream.
I don't like playing
It's
for
okay.
ice cream.
I have feelings that are hurt. I shouldn't make fun of you.
Well, why don't you sing now when people could
No,
judge?
it's all good. It's okay. Maybe we'll get that
Brittany, do you have an answer to this
in a
one?
later show.
I don't know.
Ah, good answer. Mm-hmm. Safe answer.
These are good questions. I feel
good.
like I'm going to come up with answers for these questions in like 4 hours, and I'm like,
You're
God,
good.
I should have
No,
said
you're good.
that.
So stay tuned, folks. That is our segment that we call Say What?
I know I'm bad at dancing at weddings. Like I'm one of
Which
those.
is really weird. You're a dance teacher.
Isn't
That
it
is
weird?
so weird.
I'm the one who's on the floor like.
But you do that on a golf course after you make a putt. You do that weird
I
thing. And, I mean, Ryan and I dance around our golf club and do the happy dance.
You do the
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore, and
Do the
I
Happy
just do
Gilmore.
my little like.
Uh-huh. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, I don't know what that is. But
I don't
there
either.
you go.
I don't know. It's practicing for my mom.
So stay tuned, folks. We're going to have more of these
So I want to do more.
It's a great little segment. I like it. Brittany, nice job. Well done.
That was fun.
We will continue to carry on to that. So why don't we take them home?
Alrighty.
Give them a quote of the day to go home with.
This is a quote. It's a selfish quote. I did
Selfish
it for myself. We all need people who will give us feedback. That's how we improve. Bill Gates.
Why do you call that selfish?
Because I mean it's something that I'm currently working on right now. Trying to not take, not criticism, but critiques so personally. More take it on a broader level of people are trying to help you. Not everyone's not always out to attack you. So it's my
growth and the mentorship that we are doing. I mean, just my work with Amy and growing her and teaching her. It's amazing how much of a sponge she is to gain this knowledge and hear some of the negative things and twist those into just using them to grow and recognizing what, like you said, what you don't know, and you don't know what you don't know.
Correct.
And that's what's awesome, and that's in the book as well. I mean, I wrote an entire chapter on you don't know what you don't know, and it's really it just makes your head go, huh, that's right. And there's so many factors to that, and I think that quote goes very well with that. And I'll give you the quote that will eventually get to become something that is believable and real for you. Is succeed relies on the second letter. So Brittany's trying to spell it. Oh my gosh. Do we need to write it for you?
You.
I got it.
The light bulb went off.
Oh my God, she's quick to write questions that can throw us under the bus. She's quick to throw pictures up there.
If only we had a video of Brittany right now.
Boy, she just couldn't spell succeed. Succeed relies on the second letter. Let's just let that marinate. Okay, great, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Title Talk. We thank you guys for tuning in, and we look forward to doing this for you guys again next week. Please, if there's any questions, comments, if there's something that you guys want to talk about, if there's something you want to know or learn in the industry, please send us a note, send us an email, give us a holler. We're always here for you guys. We are the title company that cares. My name is Drew.
And my name is Amy.
Thanks, guys. Until next week, see you. Bye.
See you.
Well, there you have it. That is it for this week's edition of Title Talk. Be sure to head over to our Inspired YouTube page and subscribe and like. And make sure you follow the team on Instagram and Facebook. Join us again next time for more tips and knowledge from the industry pros. Thanks again for listening.